Highlights and loves. Still in finals, but wanted to share some of my study tips for anyone that's looking for new ways to study, or if you're tired of your studying routine and you just want to add something different to it. Here are some things that I like to do. Besides organizing my stuff, I have my outlines, I make flashcards, I have the syllabus from the class. During the semester, I have a folder for each class and collect all the handouts that the teacher gives. I make a list of what I want to do, and I scratch it off as I accomplish each goal. Making lists is very helpful for me because it keeps me on track, and it also helps me feel accomplished when I see my list completely scratched off. I have the textbooks for the class. This is the Florida Statutes for Family Law, and my textbooks are over here. This one's actually for juvenile law, and these little tabs help. But for actually studying, what I like to do is I burn some incense to help me relax and help me focus. I'm out of incense right now, but I do have some sage, so I'll burn that. And this has many spiritual benefits. Some believe that sage helps clean the house spiritually. If there's any bad energy, it gets rid of it. It also works for mosquitoes. If you're camping and you want something natural to repel the bugs, this helps. But I just love the smell. It reminds me of yoga, when I used to do yoga with my mom. I mean, I still try to go. It's just been tough with school and work. But when we do yoga, her yoga teacher burns this. It's very relaxing. And I keep that in a ceramic bowl that my best friend made for me in one of her ceramics classes. So make sure it's somewhere safe. And then I keep a nice fat pair of headphones to listen to music when the house gets full. Right now the birds are chirping, it's nice and quiet, the house is empty, so I don't need them. But when the kids are here, or my mom's on the phone, or watching her novelas, I'll put these on and blast some music. I also play binaural beats. I'll link a video below. If you haven't studied with binaural beats, I would suggest that you do. There's different types. The sage is burning right in my face. There's different types of binaural beats. There's some for lucid dreaming. There's some for cognitive reasoning. There's some for focus. And the science behind it is that certain beats and certain sound waves activate different beta and alpha waves in your mind. So it helps you use different parts of your mind that you wouldn't normally use just by listening to certain sounds. And I have some playing in the background. I'm going to put the volume up, see if you can hear it. And I have these water speakers. The sound of the water relaxes me as well. And as you can see, the water goes with the beats. And the faster the beats go, the louder the beats are, the faster and harder the water hits the speaker. But these are very relaxing as well. If you haven't tried, these are like 19, 20 bucks at Walmart. You can probably find them cheaper on Amazon. And these are like 19 or 20 bucks at Ross or Sony. I wish I had some beats, but I'm sure this gets the job done just as well. So those are some of my study tips. I also always have water around. I take vitamins to stay healthy because studying as hard as is, you have to stay healthy. And I try to eat fresh fruit and veggies, not only to lose weight, but to feed my mind and my brain and my body just pure natural energy. And of course, there's like fruits that are just for energy, like bananas and apples. Supposedly they give more energy than coffee does. But I do sneak in a cup of coffee every now and then as well. And at night I like to study at Starbucks. We have a Starbucks that's open 24 hours. So I like to go there because the atmosphere is just great. And I'll take my headphones and I'll buy a caramel macchiato with soy milk and an extra shot of espresso. And recently I've been thinking about going to study at the airport. I just feel like the vibe there is conducive to studying. I haven't tried that out, but when I do, I'll probably blog about it and let you girls and guys know. So happy studying. Keep going forward. Don't let anything bring you down. If you don't do too well on one paper, on one test, it's okay. You know, we have to fail sometimes so we can truly appreciate it when we pass, so we can stay humble. You know, God knows everything, and there are ways that He teaches us to remain humble and keep our eye on the prize, and it's about the bigger picture. You know, when you graduate, no one's going to ask you what school you went to, what your GPA was, what grade you got in a certain class, what your ranking was. Maybe they will for those like really big corporation competitive jobs, but I'm not going for one of those. I'm going for something more low-key and calm. So just keep going forward and keep your eye on the big picture. You know, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a journalist, if you want to be a model, if you want to be a flight attendant, don't let anything stop you. Do something every day that's going to get you closer to your goal. You know, whether that's eating healthy, you know, drinking 4 or 5 bottles of water, writing note cards, creating a business card for the future, creating a business plan for the future. You know, just do a little bit every day. That'll get you closer, and don't let anything bring you down. I recently failed an exam, and I have to admit I am human, and it did upset me for like 2 minutes. But then I got some great advice from great people, and I remember to get into law school I had to take the LSAT a couple times. You know, the first time my score wasn't high enough, so what I ended up doing was getting a full-time job working on the president's campaign, hence the first dance portrait of our president and first lady in the background. And I used that as ammunition to get smarter, to get wiser, to meet people. And then I went a second time, I took the LSAT again, and I scored higher, and God willing, I was accepted into law school. And one little failure is not going to bring me down. I don't care if I'm the last to graduate, I don't care if I'm the last in my class, I just want my law degree. And at the end of the day, I already have a bachelor's. So I have to remind myself of my accomplishments and not let a little temporary failure bring me down. I see the beauty in it, and I know that God's timing is perfect, and I know that He wouldn't give us anything that we couldn't handle. And I just remain humble. And I hope that I help somebody with some study tips today, or that my words help someone who's, you know, down because of a bad grade or something. Just don't let it bring you down. I mean, you're human, you're going to be down for a few seconds, but then remember that you've gotten this far already. There's people that wish to be in your shoes, and there's people that you can help with your advice and with your experiences. And in the future, I'm hoping that I can help someone get through a failure because I failed. You know, I'm hoping that I can use my lived experience to motivate someone else and to help someone understand that we all go through it. All right, I'm babbling. I'm just procrastinating from studying. I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching. Light and love.